recent times, the Supreme Court discussed in detail some constitutional issue. What was that?
What is the difference between genocide, crime against humanity, and war crime?
What are the recent judgment in I think couple of months back regarding to that Election Commission of India given by Honorable Supreme Court?
May I come in?
Please come in.
Good morning, sirs.
Please be seated.
Thank you.
Ridwan, what is your height?
My height is 6 feet 1 inches, sir.
Wonderful. So you are a towering personality, and I was seeing going through a DAF also. I was also finding that you have studied from the National Law School based in Lucknow.
Yes, sir.
And you have participated in a lot of events, including those in Singapore, in Germany, etc.
Yes, sir.
And a lot of rewards you have come up in moot competition and tax, taxation law, and then arbitration, other things,
Yes, sir.
Then what brings you to the field of security rather than being in the field of law?
Sir, firstly, security has always enticed me. I have participated in a lot of competition that goes to see that I have had diverse fields of interest. However, I've paid a considerable interest in security, which goes on to depict with my stints in SSBs, and also I've written a CAPF examination before also. The particular factors that enticed me towards security was how well an exposure can security fields give me to the hearts of India and regions of India, which are as diverse as one could imagine them to be.
Now, tell me one thing, have you participated in the campus placements also?
No, sir, I did not.
No, you opted out of the placements.
Yes, sir.
Right. And have you been practicing after having passed out in the year? In the year, which year was that? In the year
2022, sir.
2022.
Yes, sir.
So 16, I think there's a year 16 and 6 years, 5 years, 5 years course.
Yes, sir.
So there was a gap of 1 year.
Yes, sir.
What were you doing during that time?
I was preparing for the CLAT examination.
For the CLAT exam. So you put in 1 extra year for preparing for CLAT.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
And then you have made such a wonderful, after getting college, a good college.
Yes, sir.
I don't know whether it was a college of your choice, but a good college. And after putting so much effort, again you are coming to this side. So anyhow, you're free to do that. Now, you have opted as CISF as your first choice, followed by SSB, then you have the ITBP, then the BSF, and finally the CRPF, and you are from Jaipur.
Yes, sir.
Why did you opt for the BSF, which has got a sizable presence in Rajasthan, rather than going in for the CISF?
So I'd like to justify my first choice as CISF and why my particular inclination towards it. And rather than not choosing BSF, I chose CISF first, was because of 2 particular reasons, sir. One, because it is a public facing force, and secondly, it has a private security wing too. I feel my expertise while I've done law, my expertise in dealing with private matters has been, and my specialization also belongs to corporate law. So I know the workings of private sector, I know the dealings that happens there, and I feel the negotiation skills that I've acquired through various competitions shall help me in discharging my duties as a CISF officer, and can be of use in the Judge Advocate General branches that various security forces have, sir.
Right. Now, you have also been in moot court. You have also been Joint Secretary of College Moot Court Committee, right?
Yes, sir.
And you were media head.
Yes, sir.
And court and media head and member, Constitutional Law Society,
yes,
right? Now, recent times, the Supreme Court discussed in detail some constitutional issue. What
Yes.
was that?
Sir, in recent times, there have been many judgments coming out of the Supreme Court. The majority being the electoral bonds case. Second being Supreme Court declaring the right against climate change as a fundamental right under Article 21, sir. These are the 2 major judgments that have come out in the last week and last 15 days, sir.
Let us talk about the latter one.
Sir, about the right against climate change as a fundamental right.
Right against climate change.
Right against climate change as a fundamental right. Yes,
right.
The individuals and citizens of India have been given this right and endowed as a extension of Article 21, that is right to personal liberty, right to life and personal liberty, sir. Since environmental protection and a healthy environment is one of the major prerequisites for enjoying life to the fullest, sir. And right here does not just mean animal existence, as has been rightly pointed out by the Honorable Supreme Court. It means life with dignity, sir. And it can only be enjoyed when you're given an environment which is free, safe to live, sir. In a former case in MC Mehta versus Union of India, Supreme Court had earlier given the right for healthy environment also as a Supreme Court as a right under Article 21, sir.
Right. Right. Thank you.
Mr. Kataria,
Yes, sir.
you are from Rajasthan.
Yes, sir.
So, you tell me, recently there was some notification by the Home Ministry regarding the jurisdiction of the BSF being extended in kilometers from 15 to 50 kilometers in the border areas. It was opposed by many states.
Yes, sir.
Tell me the reason why.
Sir, there have been many voices from several quarters of various different states, which goes on to say that the extension of jurisdiction may play out against the federal structure of the democracy, sir.
How?
Sir, the federal structure of the democracy, because the state subject, that is police, is endowed with the law and order situations in these areas, which will now be taken over by BSF, sir. So this is one of the reasons where states have requested.
So which are these states where objections have been raised?
Sir, major states being Rajasthan, Punjab, both of these states, and also West Bengal, sir, since the border with Bangladesh is there. I am aware of these three states which have raised objections against the same.
Check on your facts. I'm not sure about Rajasthan.
So I will check.
Now, you also interested in trekking.
Yes, sir.
So, when you start trekking,
Yes, sir.
what are the key factors that you keep in mind?
May I take a few seconds to frame my answers? Sir, I feel the major factors that one should keep in mind while trekking is first, altitude of the place that we are trekking to. Second, the route map, sir. Whether will it involve villages where we can stay overnight in cases of emergency. Third, we should also carry essential equipments with us, being walking stick, a detailed medical kit, and also proper appropriate clothing so as to protect us from various mosquitoes or insects that can be encountered in the process, sir.
You know, recently, Chief Justice of India,
Yes, sir.
he was very critical of students passing out from National Law University. Not from universities like Delhi University, but from National Law University. Are you aware of why he said that?
Yes, sir. I am aware of the fact that recently the Honorable Chief Justice of India, Mr. D.Y. Chandrachud, had said because law students, especially from national law universities, are not joining the bar, that is, not joining the profession as a whole, but going for corporate jobs and contributing to the economy.
What are the reasons? What could be the reasons?
So the reasons involved, first, lucrative opportunities in corporate sector, wherein higher job salaries or packages are offered, sir. Secondly, it can also be with respect to the exposure that an individual gets in corporate dealings. Third, it also with respect to the personal decision of the individual, sir, wherein he has involved and he has maintained an analytical decision, and based on that he has taken the choice, sir.
Suppose I were to say that apart from all these factors that you listed, one of the factors is that the students who are coming out from national law universities are not ready to do the hard grinding in the court. Would that be correct?
So I do not think that is the particular reason, because the hard grinding that you're talking about has been done under the internships that we undertake, sir. There are many instances where law students go for internship, and that has been mandatory in my law school at least for twice in a year, sir. So I had interned with various district courts, I had interned with high court judges, and I've also interned with various social service organizations. So I feel that must not be a reason. However, if that is a reason, there needs to be greater sensitivity instilled.
All right. Now, tell me, what is the difference between genocide, crime against humanity, and war crime? And give me example of all these three.
May I take a few seconds?
Yeah.
Sir, basic difference between these three terms, that crime against humanity would within itself encompass genocide, sir. It can be one of the crime against humanity, genocide. Genocide means mass killings on a grand level. And war crimes will specially be attributed during the times of war only, sir. And those can be tried by the ICC.
No, that I know. But you're not explaining what is war crime, what is crime against humanity, what is genocide, you said. What is crime against humanity?
The crime against humanity can be
And
attributed.
give example.
Crime against humanity one of the example can be ethnic cleansing, which can be carried out by leaders of the nation when they want to oust any particular crime. So example being the Rwanda case where Tutsi tribe was ethnically cleansed.
And war crime?
So war crime majorly involves crimes when the war is going on, which can be prisoners, POWs, that is prisoners of war, can be captured and can be tortured in those times, which can be attributed as war crimes.
Okay, so many people say that what is happening in Gaza is genocide. What is your opinion?
So the people of Gaza have suffered innumerable suffering, and they've been devastated their homes and lives altogether. The crime of genocide cannot be attributed to a particular, because there's no universally accepted definition of the same. There is a convention, that is Genocide Convention of 1948, which gives out and leads the law on this respect. However, I feel genocide has not been committed. However, war crimes or crimes against humanity could be attributed to Israel, sir.
Thank you.
Ridan, what are the contribution of Ram Manohar Lohia in freedom struggle?
So to my knowledge, Dr. Ram Manohar Lohia was a socialist leader. He was the prime founder of Congress Socialist Party and led the socialist movement in India, sir. Secondly, he was also involved in the Quit India movement, where he undertook the radio, underground radio, and operated a radio station from Bombay, sir.
Can you tell me that what is the Food Safety and Standard Authority of India and its role?
So Food Safety and Standard Authority of India works under Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, sir. It is the premier food standards organization of the country and deals with the various cases of food hygiene, food labeling, and food packaging, sir.
If suppose you want to open a food restaurant or any restaurant, what all kind of permission you have to take from that government?
A particular restaurant, if I want to open up, I will first go to the land revenue department and seek permission for the land rights of that place. Secondly, I would also want to take permission from FSSAI, wherein food inspectors will come and check my food and the quality of the same, sir. So these two are major permissions that I will have to take from the government department, sir.
What are the guidelines for that Naxal who want to surrender and rehabilitation for them? What are the guidelines for them, especially in terms of financial help?
So I'm not able to recall the exact guidelines right now.
What are the recent judgment in I think couple of months back regarding to that Election Commission of India given by Honorable Supreme Court?
Sir, the judgment in Association for Democratic Reforms versus Union of India, that is famously referred as the electoral bonds case. It is an important judgment with respect to electoral bonds, wherein electoral bonds were discarded, and Supreme Court has mandated that electoral funding through electoral bonds cannot be allowed because it encroaches on the right to information of voters, sir, majorly. The other judgment that the Supreme Court entailed was with respect to the election commissioners' appointments, sir, wherein the appointment committee of election commissioners was scrapped, and its CGI was to be included in the committee of the panel of people who will be selecting the chief election commissioner and election commissioners, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Ritin, our interaction is now over and we'll give you some feedback. So,
Thank you, sir. Mr. Kataria,
Yes.
I think you are a very good candidate, and you have a very good, fabulous background, and you have given a very long list of your abilities and your experiences. So you can expect a variety of questions. Some you may be able to prepare, some you may not be well prepared.
Yes, sir.
So the challenge before you is to prepare on all of them.
Yes, sir.
All right. You speak well, but I would suggest that slow down your speech. This is not a moot court,
Yes, sir.
not a justice court. You have to.
I realized that in
This is an interview.
Yes, sir.
All right. You give what you know. Don't try to convince them. All right. Number two is that where you don't know, just say you don't know. Okay. Now, couple of things which I can add to your answers. Trekking. You gave a good number of reasons. One reason you didn't give, which is very vital when you begin a trekking, that is, you look at the weather
Definitely.
in the hills, because you have mentioned the hills. Hills, the weather changes very fast. You can do all the preparation and suddenly the weather will change and it starts snowing. Your trek is gone. Okay, so weather you have to remember. Now BSF, Rajasthan has already this thing from a very long time.
Yes, sir.
So Rajasthan there is no issue because it doesn't really change what you talked about, the federal problem.
Yes, sir.
Because most of it is desert, so from 15 to 50 it hardly matters.
Yes, sir.
But in Punjab, Assam also you missed out.
And
There
West
is a
Bengal.
problem, West Bengal. Now let me come to the law part.
Yes.
You are not very clear on what is the genocide.
Yes, sir. I was not.
You have to be very clear.
I will read more.
And finally, when I pushed you, you put the definition of genocide in war, crime against humanity. Genocide is ethnic cleansing.
Okay, sir.
And there is a very well laid out definition.
Yes,
You are saying there is no well, there is a very well laid out.
I will read more.
And war crime is what finally you said. I have to take you to that. Prisoners of war, ill
Torture.
treatment. Crime against humanity, attack on hospital,
All right, sir.
women,
Civilian infrastructure.
unarmed civilian. All right. Now, Gaza is, they have been accused in the, Hague,
Yes, sir.
International Criminal Court for genocide.
Yes, sir.
But many people would say that it's not genocide because if you look at what is happening in the West Bank,
Yes, sir.
they're not attacking the Palestinian ethnic community as such.
Yes, sir.
It is only limited to the Gaza area. Okay, but they have been accused.
Yes, sir. So, what should my opinion be, sir? May I, if I just ask, as to, since you asked that Gaza is Israel carrying out a genocide on the Gazan citizens right now?
So, as a student of law, the International Court of Justice has not said that they are cause. So you go by that.
I will defend by not saying that it's a genocide.
You have to just say this is what I feel. Don't have to defend.
All right.
It becomes very difficult
Yes,
to
sir,
defend
it is.
with the kind of humanitarian thing.
Yes, sir.
So I would suggest that you are a good candidate, but just tone down your speed. Don't give long answers.
Okay.
Sometimes you are very enthusiastic to begin from somewhere and end. Very brief answer to the point.
Yes, sir.
That will do the trick for you. Best of
Thank you,
luck.
sir.
One or 2 point, small points like once you enter, you wish good afternoon, good morning.
But it was I didn't realize.
Yes,
Sorry.
one. And the second, try to not to wear this ring and kada while you enter into the interview room. And rest is fine, and change the color of the socks also. It's white, it should be black, or maybe the match with the pant.
Okay, I will.
Sir.
When is your interview?
So it's on 17th May.
17 May.
Yes, sir.
After 3-4 days? Good. And what time? Is the morning hours in the evening
Afternoon,
hours?
sir.
Afternoon. So it's wonderful. You can check up the newspaper, etc.
Yes, sir.
Prepare well. Huh? Now, we didn't ask you anything about food tasting.
Yes, sir.
Prepare on that also.
All right, sir.
Now, food, no, nobody cooks, but everybody gets interested in,
Yes,
in
sir.
seeing all these things. That's the question. And you prepared for such.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes the questions appear very funny, but they're not funny. They just want you to articulate on those issues
Yes.
and perhaps to have a rationale about what is speaking. Then you have also mentioned watching spy thriller movies,
Yes, sir.
traveling to nature-based destinations. So do prepare on that. Just look into those issues.
Yes.
There's one issue about which the CGI mentioned about this: the people from national law schools
Yes, sir.
not coming to the courtrooms and perhaps going for a more pushy sort of a thing. So what I would suggest is there are two areas. In fact, one area is that. Another area is for people like you who have done so well and still they want to get into this side.
Yes, sir.
So prepare,
Alright.
methodically prepare.
Yes, sir.
See, I mean, there's nothing as a wrong answer or right answer.
Yes,
But how well you place it.
Yes.
Same thing someone was mentioning about the genocide aspect.
Yes,
To see the decision of the International Court of Justice, they're not saying it's a genocide.
Yes, sir.
So be very clear about that. Always take an official stand. That helps you a lot. And in case they say beyond that, if they want to know, then sir, in my view, this is this. But I feel like this. That you can say.
Yes.
But whatever you say should also be bolstered by facts and figures. Right. So these are the areas where you need to work on, and 4-5 days I think just have to. And you studied from step-by-step school Jaipur.
Yes.
The same step-by-step what you call community of schools, or it's something else?
No, sir. It's
something
different.
else. All right. So that is on anything that you would like to ask us.
Not right now, sir. Thank you.
Right. So prepare
Yes, sir.
and do well.
Thank you.
Right. All the best.
Thank you, sir.